Hello, hello. Welcome to Sunday Spotlight Coaching with Shelley Simpson. I'm so glad that you're here. If you catch it live with me and you join me, put hashtag live, tell me where you're coming from. If you catch the replay, put hashtag replay. I would love to know where you're coming from. I want to talk today about calming the chaos. You know, a lot of us coaches give a lot of tips and tools to help you to work on your mindfulness, to help reach your goal. And one thing that has struck me lately is in talking to different people is sometimes there's a step before that for some of us. There's a step before that. There's a time, there's like, and it's, the best way is you got to calm the chaos, right? And we all have stress in our life. I don't care who you are. You might have a little bit, you might have a lot. It may go up and down, right? The world we live in today, if you tell me you have no stress in your life, we need to talk because I want to know what else you're doing. Now, here are, a few things I want to talk about, and stay with me till the end because I want to talk about this. And the step before that, I want to talk about that some more. And if you've seen Wellness Wednesday, they're kind of like, well, they're not kind of, they are attached here. So these topics. So there are tools that I have set, right? We've talked about meditating, we've talked about journaling, living in gratitude. Number one, right? You can't feel a negative feeling when you're in a positive feeling. So, but how do we stay there? Throughout the day, we get boom, boom, right? Stuff happens. So, number one sign that you need to calm and settle the chaos in your life is if you feel stressed, right? Stress can look different depending on every person, right? What do you notice about your body when stress hits? Maybe shortness of breath, a tightness in your neck, your shoulders get creeping up to your ears, and sometimes you don't even realize that till someone points it out. Or there's other physical pains in your body. I can tell you how I describe it for me when my anxiety is going up and I'm feeling stressed. I feel like I'm vibrating on the inside. I don't know if any of you can relate to that, but if you can, put a me in the comments, You might find that you are quick to react and you lack self-control, right? That you're reacting instead of responding. And you might find that the littlest things set you off. And you catch yourself by surprise and think, and this happens to me because, I'm very, very structured and I have non-negotiables about my gratitude journaling and my meditation and, my breathing exercises. And these all work, don't get me wrong. But no matter what your symptoms may be, if you're feeling stressed for a long period of time, you may benefit about what I'm going to talk about at the end of this. So stick with me to the end. So stress manifests in many forms and in different forms and in different ways for many people, right? Stress can affect us physically and in not a good way. And some other things, let's talk about a few other things that could be stressing you in your life. Your work life could be draining. Whenever life becomes too hectic, it is easy to feel less motivated and more burnt out with work, right? And let's, majority of us have to work, right? Like we have to work. Especially in this day and age and the way the world is and after what we've went through the last few years. And let's put it out there. The price of stuff is going up, right? Feeding your family, paying that hydro bill, right? How do you not avoid the stress and still practice mindfulness and live with a positive energy. We all slip. We all slip, and it's okay. I call it the human coming out of me. The reason for this is you spend your energy on stress and not your work because it's overtaking you, right? This leaves you feeling uninspired and annoyed, right? And maybe you have, you know, little tasks that you want to do every day to work towards your goal, but the stress of family life, the stress of you have to get, work, and then you want to work on your goals, right? And, those are the things we should be putting first, but we end up putting last, or we skip a day. And when you miss one day, it's like going to the gym. You miss one day, you miss another day, you miss another day. And it snowballs. And then you wake up one day going, oh my God, I haven't worked on my goals for days or week because of the stress and that going on in your life. So whenever you feel work burnout, that's when you realize, or someone points out to you, you haven't meditated for a while, you let that slide. You haven't been practicing your gratitude, you let that slide, right? Journaling. I'm telling you, journaling, you can call it brain dumping or just getting it out of your head, whatever you want to call it. I just call it brain dumping, right? Good and bad. Just get it out, right? Really helps. But perhaps you're just simply tired and you need a career change, or maybe you just need a break. You need a mental health day, right? Or a mental wellness day, right? Either way, what I'm about to share at the end is probably something that I know I was lacking, and that a lot of us are lacking because we don't make the connection. Okay? Stick with me. We're going to talk about this more. What if, another thing that could be going on in your life, your relationship hits a rough patch. In a relationship, it could be with your child, son, daughter, maybe with your mom, your partner. That's a big one, right? Your husband, your boyfriend, your partner, your girlfriend. That's a real big one. When your life feels like it's in chaos, your relationships naturally suffer a little bit or a lot. In the short term, this is entirely natural and normal, people. It is totally normal. And people around you that love and care about you can tolerate the short term. Yet it can have long-lasting effects that can damage connections with those close to you if it isn't managed, right? So calming the chaos and how I'm going to help you do that will increase emotional stability, compassion, contentment, and all of which will improve personal and romantic relationships. All these areas of your life, I'm going to tell you there's a missing piece to the puzzle that a lot of people are missing, okay? Here's another one. You feel emotionally overwhelmed, okay? People tend to be emotionally overwhelmed when, they've had a loss in their life, or, maybe you lose your job, or maybe you get really, really sick with something serious. This can be emotionally overwhelming, but also stress in your life and life just being chaotic. I don't know, years ago, I used to sit down. My thing was, I don't know why, but kitchen floor, I used to sit on the kitchen floor and have a good cry with a small glass of wine when life was like, as a single mom, I was strong most of the time and keeping it together. But even strong people need to go, wow, I need a break, and just let it all out, right? But what I didn't realize back then, and what I know now, was there was also a missing piece to the pegboard. Okay? I'm meditating, I'm journaling, I'm doing all the things. Why am I still feeling? And it was moments, it wasn't all the time. And this is what I'm talking about. And this might mean crying more frequently. You might be getting angrier, or you're having dramatic mood swings, right? Your emotions are helpful for telling you that something is wrong. It's just like when your body is manifesting different things through stress because of stress, it's telling you that something is wrong. And it may be changing, I'm not saying you don't have to change something in your environment. Yes, in your environment, your surrounding, you need to protect your peace, protect your harmony, right? However, there's still the something missing, right? So, and we've talked about it helps to rewire the brain so that emotions are stable and you can connect to real life events more accurately. So, this is what I wanted to talk to you about, okay? And I talked about this a bit on Wellness Wednesday, is have you thought about the gut mind connection? Our gut is often referred to as our second brain. So you're doing your journaling, you're doing your meditation, you're doing all of these things that you and I do, right? You know, we're exercising, we're doing the things we need to do, we're getting our steps in, you know, we're managing all that well, but why are you still stressed? Why are you having uncontrollable moments where you're still feeling stressed and you do all those? And as soon as you get out of your meditative state or you're done your journaling and you leave your sanctuary of your home and you go out into the big bad world and you get absorbing all of what's going on and you get caught up in the chaos, then you bring it back home. You're looking after this brain. Have you thought about this brain down here? Have you thought about your gut health? Gut health, I'm telling you, this is why I've made a transition of going back to being, I am a wellness mentor and self-awareness mentor now, okay? I want to connect the two and help you to close the circle. I was realizing at one time I used to be just health and wellness coach. There was something missing. And that missing key was my mindfulness. Then I go over to the mindfulness and I'm doing well and I'm feeling really good. Don't get me wrong, but there are stressful moments. And there's moments still where the human side would come out of me and and some days I just didn't feel like doing stuff, or work was overwhelming. Even though I love my work and I'm passionate about what I do, you can still get overwhelmed. Then I had this aha moment last year in 2023 when I was going through my stuff that I had to get my health back. And you know what was out of whack? Talking to my gut, I was looking after this, but I wasn't looking after my gut health. Yes, your gut health. Your brain and your gut, they talk to each other. So I'm not saying life's going to be perfect, but I want you to sit back and think about this. You're doing all the mindful stuff. Are you looking after your gut health? How do you look after your gut health? Well, I'm going to tell you, I've come across some awesome things that are going to help you with that. Now, I'm not going to get into them in here. What I'm going to do is, this with the recording is going to go out in an email. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my link in that email for you to book a call so we can have a chit chat. Maybe your gut health's fine. But you know what? I'm doing free coaching calls, free mentorship calls. And if you would like to book a call with me to talk about this, no purchase necessary. I just know that I could help you with this. If you're in my group, Be Vibrant, Be You, you're going to see what I'm talking about. But I want to know that it's right for you. I want to know that this is going to help you. if your body is out of whack and you're manifesting stuff, and I'm talking about planner's warts, I'm talking about, you're breaking out with acne, no matter your age, you're getting spots, your anxiety, maybe you're getting rashes. That's your body telling you, even though you're doing all the mindful stuff, that you're not looking after. You have to look after both brains, people. You need to look after both brains. So this is Shelley with Sunday Spotlight Coaching. I will get the email out and I'll give it a couple days. If you would like this email, and you're not on my email list, if you are, thank you so much. Gratitude. It's a way you can support me in my business. It's a way you can support yourself, because I send out free content all the time just for you. What's helping me will help you. And I have learned it from my mentors. So it's just coming and I'm passing it on. The knowledge is never ending. So I love you all. Thank you for being here. DM me your email if you're not on my list. If you are, I thank you and I appreciate you. And let's have a chat. Let's have a chat. And even more so, if you want the email and you're not on the list and you just want to have a chat, just DM me. Send me your link or put it down here. Put link and I will send it to you and you can book a call at your convenience. Love yous all. Have a great day.